The Knicks have been very busy this offseason. They just extended Jalen Brunson to an amazing contract. They traded for the final piece in Mikal Bridges. They re-signed OG Anunoby. Now we're all looking at Julius Randle and his upcoming extension with the Knicks. He is eligible to sign a contract extension with New York this summer in August. However, this brings up a good question. Will the Knicks offer him that extension, or will they wait till the next offseason? Well, at least according to recent reports, Randle has a very big supporter within the Knicks organization, and that's Knicks owner James Dolan. We're going to break down these latest reports and also discuss how Dolan's support over Randle affects Julius Randle's future with the Knicks. We're going to take a look at all of this and so much more today. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. And make sure you have notifications turned on so you don't miss a second of the new content. And now, let's get started. James Dolan is a huge Julius Randle supporter. It was only a matter of time before we started discussing Julius Randle's contract extension. Jalen Brunson, that's already taken care of. He's signed to a very good deal, and it's likely in 4 or 5 years, he is going to be making supermax money. With Mikal Bridges, we also understand that it's likely when he's eligible to re-sign his contract extension, he's going to take less just like Jalen Brunson did. And now with Julius Randle, if he is offered that contract extension by the Knicks, I do believe he's going to take less to stay with this team. But the big question is, when are the Knicks going to offer him that contract extension? According to multiple NBA insiders, a lot of them believe that Randle will not be given that extension this summer for a number of reasons, but among them is the fact that he's dealing with injuries and he wasn't able to play in the postseason. Because of that, the Knicks are likely looking to wait and see what he can do during the regular season and the postseason next year before extending him. But many Knicks fans believe that Julius Randle will not be with the Knicks next year. A lot of fans actually want the Knicks to trade him for either another star or superstar player that can help impact this team a little bit differently. However, recent reports have come out indicating that James Dolan, our Knicks owner, is a very big supporter of Julius Randle, is a fan of his game, and loves what Randle represents for this Knicks team. Let's go ahead and break down these latest reports about James Dolan and how he feels about Randle. Shout out to Sports Illustrated for giving us the following information. According to them, James Dolan has been a huge Julius Randle fan for years. This is coming from Fred Katz, as he said this to Jonathan Macri on Knicks Film School. He also stated he notoriously loves Julius Randle. Part of the reason for that is because all of the fan base was just like out on him. And Dolan was like, that's my guy. Katz continues here by stating, James Dolan loves Randle. He loves that Randle chose New York. He loves his game. He loves the way he plays. It's not like there's some sort of issue with ownership or management. He's very well respected in the Knicks organization. Dolan's endorsement isn't the only friend that Randle has in the front office. After a brief switch over to WME Sports, Randle returned to his representation duties back over to Aaron Mintz of CAA, the group long overseen by current Knicks president Leon Rose. Julius Randle is entering the third season of his 4-year, $117 million contract. Randle can decline the player option on the final year of his deal to hit free agency early in the summer of 2025. And beginning the first week of August, on the 3-year anniversary of his first extension in 2021, the Knicks can lock him into a second contract extension. Shout out to Sports Illustrated and, of course, Fred Katz of The Athletic for giving us the following information about James Dolan and his feelings about Julius Randle. Now, I know a lot of people in the Knicks fan base don't like Julius Randle, and some people don't want to keep him on this team. A lot of them want to trade Randle off to another team, get assets, and continue building this team in a championship direction. But here's the thing. I like Randle on this team. Randle understands his role now with Jalen Brunson here. He also understands to win a championship, you have to make sacrifices. Jalen Brunson has just showed him that all of last season. He has seen it, he understands it, and he is absolutely going to do that moving forward. He doesn't need to be the first option. Sometimes and some nights, he may not even be the second option, but he's okay with that, and it's very clear. And once we come into next season and we see how this group comes together, how they gel, the chemistry, it's going to be off the charts in my opinion, and you are going to see why Julius Randle is so valuable to this Knicks team, why he matters so much, why when he's on the court, his impact can be seen on every single play. When he has the ball in his hands and he's playing bully ball Randle and he's down low in the paint and he's drawing 2 or 3 defenders, now we have shooters open on the wings, open on the perimeters, that if he passes to them, they can make the shot and the defense is going to pay because of it. And that's exactly what you want to see under head coach Tom Thibodeau. And we're going to see that headed into next season. But hearing that James Dolan, the Knicks owner, loves Randle's game, loves his loyalty to the Knicks, and loves what he means to this organization, that tells me when the time comes for Randle to sign that extension, or whenever it's offered by the Knicks, he is going to accept it and he is going to stay with New York. Now, a lot of people may not like that, but here's my thing. If the Knicks can get Randle for a significant discount like they did with Jalen Brunson, I don't mind keeping him on this roster. And here's why I say that. Let's say it doesn't work out with Randle in the next few years, and we find out, even though we tried it, we need something else. We need something different. The Knicks signing him on a discounted contract is going to help when they're trying to trade him. So let's put that in perspective and remember that. But also, Randle did not play for us last year during the postseason. If we had Randle during the Pacers series, I think this Knicks squad goes all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. Because think about it like this. We needed somebody like Randle in the paint, somebody who could draw defenders and then have the wings and the perimeters open for our shooters so we can pass it to them and they can make an easier shot. No Knick on that court during the Pacers series had an easy bucket, including Jalen Brunson himself. And even though it's great to hear that James Dolan has a lot of faith and support for Julius Randle, it doesn't mean that the Knicks are going to offer him that contract extension this summer. In my opinion, I don't believe they're going to do that. I believe that they're going to offer him that contract extension next offseason, because that means you get Julius Randle in a contract year going off. They obviously want to see that happen. They want to see how he recovers from injuries and what he does during the postseason. Because if all of that goes into his favor and he does well, his contract extension could be massive. Now, maybe he does follow Jalen Brunson and he takes a significant price cut, signs with the Knicks, and stays with us so we can continue to build this championship roster and continue to be competitive for the next few years. Whether you love Randle or you hate Randle, it really doesn't matter because James Dolan loves him. And it's likely because he loves him, Randle is going to get a contract extension. If you were hoping against it or you were thinking he wasn't going to get it, this is going to burst your bubble. He is going to get one, but he is likely not going to get that extension this offseason. I anticipate that extension coming next offseason, and I anticipate it being influenced by everything he does this upcoming season. And that's a really good thing for the Knicks, because if you remember a few years ago when Randle was in this exact situation, he went off in a contract year. And I anticipate that exact same thing is going to happen this upcoming season. But I'm very happy for Randle. I'm happy he's going to stay with the Knicks if that happens. And if he does so at a very discounted deal, there's really no way you can argue against it. Now, it's all going to be based on his performance, and that's what I'm going to be looking at. Right now, I don't mind it. But in a few months, let's say he doesn't have a great regular season. Let's say he has a failure in terms of the postseason. Maybe at that point in time, my mindset in terms of an extension for him will change. But as of right now, I have no problem with Randle extending with the Knicks, and clearly, James Dolan has no problem with it either. But what about you guys? What do you think about James Dolan's comments about Julius Randle? And what do you think it means for Randle's future with the Knicks? Let me know in the comments below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knicks fans. Peace.